From Laguna Woods Village, California, the singles dating capital of the world, it's time to play Never Too Late to Date. And now meet our host, who you'll also be seeing on Channel 6's new series, Discovering Laguna Woods Village. She's a former animator for Disney Studios, a full professor, and a flaming redhead. So please welcome Cindy Whitney.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the game that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it's never too late to date. Because all three of our gorgeous bachelorettes and our dapper bachelor are nearly 90. That's right, folks. Our oldies but goodies started dating back in the 40s when Bobby Soxers jitterbugged with their dreamboats to music coming from a radio the size of a refrigerator. Let's meet our three ladies who are living proof that no matter how many candles you have on your birthday cake, you can still light a fire in someone's heart.
Bachelorette number one is a fun-loving lady who's not afraid to create her own adventures wherever she goes. Now please welcome that rambling gal, Katie Holgate. Bachelorette number two has been a teacher, an executive secretary, and a nanny. So the lucky guy who winds up with her will learn something, get his letters typed, and his chin wiped. Please give it up for R.J. Middle. Bachelorette number three was born in Berlin, Germany. She married a handsome American and moved to Santa Monica, where she became a top tennis player who actually played with Arnold Schwarzenegger. We don't know if she won, but Arnold never said, "I'll be back." Please welcome Ingrid Papich.
Now let's meet the lucky Lothario who will walk away with one of these beauties on his arm.
Our bachelor is a former director on the United Mutual Board whose kids swear he used to look like Sean Connery. Before joining the highway department, he was a former fruit picker, so he still knows a good melon when he sees one. Please welcome J.Dalis.
Well, John, I hope you weren't too lonesome back there in our soundproof man cave where we had you stashed so you couldn't hear our beautiful bachelorettes being introduced. Well, you won't be lonesome for long because trust me, on the other side of that partition we have three nubile, nearly 90s ladies who are waiting to win your heart, and all you're going to know about them is how they answer your questions. Are you ready to play, John?
Absolutely.
So let's start with our bachelorettes saying hello to John. Bachelorette number one.
Hello, John. Hope to meet you soon.
Bachelorette number two.
John, good afternoon.
And bachelorette number three.
Hi, Johnny, how you can love.
I'm still around.
All right, ladies, do your best. And John, game on.
Thank you. Bachelorette number one. Describe the sound you make when you get off the couch.
Well, John, what I really would like to say, I can't. So I guess I'll have to say I creak.
Bachelorette number two. Describe the sound you make when you get off the couch.
Mostly I say thank God when I am standing upright.
Oh, that's brilliant. And bachelorette number three. Describe the sound you make when you get off the couch.
Well, what do you mean by that?
Ooh. Bachelorette number three. Which pickup line would work best on you? A, did an angel just fall from heaven? B, excuse me, miss, could I buy you a car? Or C, did we meet or did I just dream you up?
I think I'd like to be your angel.
Oh my goodness, that would be
like
great. Bachelorette number one. Which pickup line would work best on you? A, did an angel just fall from heaven? B, excuse me, miss, could I buy you a car? Or C, did we meet or did I just dream you up?
Oh, what a lovely choice. I think I'll take 3.
In other words, you just had a good dream.
Good.
Bachelorette number 2. Which pickup line would work best on you?
Well, I would like number 2, providing you were in the car.
Would that be a used car? Okay. Okay, next question. Bachelorette number 1. What do you remember about your first kiss?
Oh my, John, do I have to really tell you? It was really steamy, I'll tell you.
A real genuine one, right?
Right.
Bachelorette number 2. What do you remember about your first kiss?
That it was delicious and absolutely wholesome, and I couldn't wait to say do it again, and I discovered he'd turned around and walked off.
Hey, that was a long-winded answer. Bachelorette number 3. What do you remember about your first kiss?
Well, it so happens that I sort of expected one. And then I asked my brother, what is it like to be kissed? And he was saying, you want me to show you? I said, no, I want the real thing.
That's what you get when you get brotherly advice. Bachelorette number 1. They say only the good die young. What's your explanation for living so long?
I'm just trying to be healthy and happy and fun, and I am a lot of fun.
Well, that's great. That's nice to know. Bachelorette number 2. They say only the good die young. What's your explanation for living so long?
Well, I just had my 90th birthday, and I'm as impressed with that as everyone else is. I don't know.
Oh, that's a big 9-0, right?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. And Bachelorette number 3, they say only the good die young. What's your explanation for living so long?
What do you mean long? This isn't very long. I'm expecting to live at least another 20 years or so. I want to beat that woman that was, 123 or something? I'm going to be 125. I'm looking forward to it, too.
Yeah. Okay, next question. Bachelorette number 1. What's the one thing about you I would probably like the most?
I think my charm.
So you want me to be your charming prince, is that right?
I think I would love to have that.
Oh, boy. Okay, Bachelorette number 2. What's the one thing about you I would probably like the most?
The fact that I'm truly interested in what you have to say.
Very good. And Bachelorette number 3. What's the one thing about you I would probably like the most?
Well, I would like to be very affectionate, so I hope you would like that.
You're putting me into a tight squeeze there. All right, the next question. Bachelorette number 1. You're out to dinner with a man on a first date. What would you think of him if he whipped out a coupon?
Well, John, I think, I would probably ask if you had one for me, too.
That means I better be prepared with 2 then.
Here you go.
Bachelorette number 2. You're out to dinner with a man on a first date. What would you think of him if he whipped out a coupon?
My answer is I once had a date with a man who took me out to Norm's Drive-In as a big deal, so I don't mind coupons or Norm's Drive-In.
So with Norm's it would be great. Thank you. Bachelorette number 3. You're out to dinner with a man on a first date. What would you think of him if he whipped out a coupon?
I would think that he was very frugal And that's a good idea if you want to be married to a man, that he should be frugal so that you can buy more stuff.
Very see. That was very conservative.
So that's the end of our first round. Let's take a moment so our bachelor and bachelorettes can catch their breath. Never too late to date. We'll be right back. Now, John, you're probably still trying to decide which bachelorette to choose, so let's play round 2 and see if any of them can seal the deal.
Bachelorette number 1. What would you like our first date to be? A, movie and a snack? B, dinner and the theater? Or C, your place or mine?
Oh, that sounds very interesting. I think I'll take my place and you can come over and join me.
And that way it would be very comfortable for me.
It would. I'd make it so.
Thank you. Bachelorette number 2. What would you like our first date to be?
I'd actually like to go to a coffee shop where we can sit and talk as long as we want to.
And bachelorette number 3. What would you like our first date to be? A, movie and a snack? B, dinner and the theater? Or C, your place or mine?
Well, my number 2 took my thunder already, so I have to just say, don't you have another choice?
I suppose that if, instead of your place or mine, maybe it'd be some like an inn or someplace. Bachelorette number 1. What do you think about chocolate?
Chocolate. Oh, I love chocolate running down my back.
That's a very sweet thought. Well, bachelorette number 2. What do you think about chocolate?
Well, after her answer, there's not anything else.
Bachelorette number 3. What do you think about chocolate?
God, I'm all excited about chocolate because I didn't have any for so long. When I grew up, all I dreamed about was chocolate in America. But now I would just love it. Eat it up.
All the time, right?
All the time.
Okay.
Never refuse.
Next question. This is a good one. Bachelorette number 1. Picture your bathroom. What's the one thing you cannot do without?
Well, that's a little hard to say, but to do without, maybe a mirror on the wall.
That's
you
a
have
reasonable
to have
answer.
that.
That's a good answer. Okay. Now we'll come to bachelorette number 2.
An adequate shower curtain.
Bachelorette number 3. Picture your bathroom. What's the one thing you cannot do without?
Well, I'd have to say it's a toothbrush.
A toothbrush.
And also maybe a second one.
Well, if you don't have a toothbrush, what about your toothpaste then? You need both. All right, the next question. Bachelorette number 1. What would you do to get me out of a bad mood?
Oh, my goodness, John. Well, anytime you're with me, you'd never be in a bad mood.
You're working very hard today.
I intend to.
Okay, bachelorette number 2. What would you do to get me out of a bad mood?
I would be as nice as it's possible to be in all the ways I know how to coax you to be pleasant.
And bachelorette number 3.
Oops.
What would you do to get me out of a bad mood?
Oh, I don't know. I have a hard time. I think I'd be very quiet and a little scared. and leave you alone.
That sounds like a good, logical answer. All right, next question. Bachelorette number 1. You walk over to a guy at a party that you really like to meet. What do you say to him when you get there?
Oh, I would just tell him that he was good looking and I would like to see him someplace else sometime.
You're assuming that I'm good looking.
You sound pretty good.
Wow, this is getting to be a good party here. Bachelorette number 2. You walk over to a guy at a party that you'd really like to meet. What do you say to him when you get there?
I'd probably smile and say, "Hi, I haven't seen you before. Where do you come from?"
So if you'd be smiling, then you would require a smile back from me. Is that right?
It would be very pleasant if you smiled back.
Okay. And bachelorette number 3.
I just would not walk over, because if I like him a lot, I want him to come to me.
Oh. You mean you're becoming a little presumptive in that answer? Okay, the next question. Bachelorette number 1. If we were dancing cheek to cheek, what would you like me to whisper in your ear?
Oh, that is getting a little close, but just give me a kiss on the ear. I would love that.
Oh, wow. Okay, bachelorette number 2. If we were dancing cheek to cheek, what would you like me to whisper in your ear?
I'd like you to say what Fred Astaire said. Heaven, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak.
So to heaven we go, right?
Right.
Okay, bachelorette number 3. If we were dancing cheek to cheek, what would you like me to whisper in your ear?
Well, I would just like you to dance, say, this is not the time. Some other time we'll have a date afterwards. That would be great, but not now.
Look out, huh? Be careful.
Okay, John, you've had a chance to get to know the ladies, and now for the hard part. You have to select one, and you can't have the phone numbers of the other 2. Sorry. Don't give me that look. It's not going to happen. But what is going to happen is we're going to give you a moment so that you can reflect on this delightful dilemma. And audience, who do you think John's going to pick? 1, 3, 4. Someone wasn't paying attention. Well, never too late to date. We'll be right back and we'll find out who John will pick. Never Too Late to Date is back, and it's time for our bachelor to tell us if his choice will be bachelorette number 1, who said she likes having chocolate poured down her back. Bachelorette number 2, who said she's interested in what you have to say. Or bachelorette number 3, who said she'd like to be your angel. Okay, John, time's up. Which one are you going to pick?
I pick bachelorette number 2.
So John, tell us why you picked Bachelorette number 2.
Because all three were really good ladies, but I think that because of Bachelor number 2, she basically touched my heart.
Well, okay, you've selected Bachelorette number 2. Let's meet the ones that you missed out on.
She's a fun-loving lady who's not afraid to create her own adventures. Katie Holgate.
Oh, very pleased to meet you.
Meet you.
Me too.
This import from Germany has quite a racket going, having even played tennis with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Ingrid Papich.
Well, ladies, I'm sorry the Bachelor didn't pick you, and now that he sees you, I'll bet he is too.
Oh,
But,
I'm sorry.
but for playing the game so well, we want to make sure that you'll be royally pampered. Ed, please tell them what they've won.
You didn't get the guy, but you'll still be all aglow because we're sending you to Massage Envy, where you'll enjoy a 1-hour facial. Massage Envy in Lake Forest uses only Murad high-performance clinical skincare products that'll leave you feeling like an even lovelier you.
Okay, John, I hope your blood pressure is steady because now it's time to meet the lady that you chose.
A teacher, a lecturer, and a nanny. This bachelorette is a triple threat. Let's hear it for R.J. Meadow.
I'm doing fine, and boy, I'm sure glad I picked you.
Thank you.
Wow, well, congratulations to our new couple. And to start you off in style, we're going to send you on a romantic dinner for 2. Ed, please tell them all about it.
We're out for a fabulous evening of sumptuous dining at the world-famous Olive Garden restaurant in Laguna Hills. Their unique menu invites you to enjoy any combination of sauces and entree that you desire as you two experience a first date that is pure La Dolce Vita.
Okay, bon appetit. Enjoy your first date, and let's hope there's a second because that one's up to you, John. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and watch for us on Channel 6 when we'll all be back to play another episode of Never Too Late to Date.